we're there so that everybody can meet the candidates, because there are 2 contested seats this year, which is nice. And there's some people actually trying to jump over people. So it'll be a little bit more interesting than it's been in the past as far as the candidates go. But their resumes are in the annual meeting information that was sent out. But I think you really want to meet them in person. I mean, I've met them all at the spring meeting, but they're all going to give their own kind of speeches at the annual meeting, and then we can have more of a conversation unless somebody wants to talk about something with them now. But so I don't see any reason for us to go through all the resolutions or the candidates at this point, but if anybody has comments on them, I'm happy to talk about it.
The only thing I would be interested in, if with regard to the resolutions, does anyone have any issues with any of them? And then we can just focus on those maybe when we're there.
I don't, and
yeah, because I didn't.
Yeah, I don't, and I will tell you that I haven't heard any around the country. And at the spring meeting, most of these were already presented. Not too much has changed since then, and I haven't heard too much about it since that either. So
yeah,
Angela.
I don't. The only one that I had a question on, and it was just a portion of one of them, the last one, I think it's 7,
Right.
the grace period. I didn't really take the time to understand what that meant. Does that mean that someone has less time to get licensed or more time to get licensed? I do know there's some candidates that sort of put things on hold for whatever reason, family or childbearing or, you know, professional stuff, and they need more time to do their IDP and then take the exam, or, you know, they take half the exam and they need more time to take the other. So I didn't want the grace period to affect candidates. I know they've been trying to speed up people to get licensed quicker, but I didn't want that to be detrimental to some candidates that for whatever personal reason are not able to accomplish it in an amount of time. That was the only thing I saw. Everything else in that resolution 7 seemed fine. All the other resolutions seemed fine. So again, as Phil said,
So then maybe we'll just focus on that one for, you know.
Yeah, in Austin, we can talk about it in Austin.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more information.
We can read it more, because you do. I know Phil's trying to find it.
It's okay. It's not really there. It just says the grace period's changed or whatever. So we can ask them when we're there. And then the candidates, I didn't even bother reviewing, because I figure we want to hear more of their speeches and stuff, and we can decide at the meeting.
All right, good. Then I'm not going to bother.
What resolution was that?
It was the last one. There it is. 5-year rolling clock.
7?
Yeah, no, I know that's, I was looking for where it had more of the explanation of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I mean, yeah, I'd find so.
But we don't need to act on this. We'll make our own decisions at the annual meeting.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. But there was some place where it had more of an explanation about what the 5-year period was that they were talking about. So that's what I thought. So what the 5-year, we won't spend a lot of time on this, but what the 5-year grace period was that if they change if they change any of the criteria or requirement, it doesn't mean that, it means you can't meet the old requirements. You used to be able to have 5 years to be able to meet the requirements. So if they change a requirement in 2000, you could still work off the old requirements up to 2005. What I think they're saying, because it says right here, 5 years is too long a window for candidates to still meet the old requirements. So I don't think it really has an impact on being able to get licensed or not. It just means you got to meet the new requirements.
Okay.
So we can get more of a clarification when we're there from people who have written this.
Sure. Okay.
So
thank you.
Okay. Okay, so I don't think there's really anything else to talk about as far as the Austin stuff goes. The 3 of us, as I said, will be there, so we can all reconvene while we're there. The following candidates have passed the ARE: Joshua Arthur, Andrew Thomas Graffetta, Anna Gray, and Ryan Helly. Now, I know some of them are on the call. Am I correct, Bob? I don't know which 2 are.
I believe Mr. Haley and I think it's.
So we have to first approve them, right?
Correct.
Okay. So do I have a motion to approve these 4 candidates for licensure in the state of Connecticut?
I so move.
And I'll second Angela.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. So Angela, I know you know 2 of them, so if you want, if anything you want to say, and then we can let them speak.
Yes, congratulations. Joshua Arthur, Mr. Arthur works here at QAM, and he's an exceptional employee and did a great job getting through all of his requirements and exams. So we're very proud of him.
Excellent.
And he's moving up in responsibilities here, so it's great. Mr. Haley, congratulations as well. I had reviewed his application to sit for the exam due to his level of experience. A while ago, COVID was not easy to get through, so Ryan has now completed the requirements, and glad to see that he was able to do that. So
That's great. Well,
Very happy.
congratulations to all 4 of you. Joshua, if you have anything you want to say, Bob, could you let him speak?
I think I did already, Phil. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, first of all, to Angela for the kind words, and thank you all for taking the time to review the application. I really appreciate it.
Well,
Well,
congratulations.
and good luck.
Thank you.
Ryan, would you like to say anything?
Just express my thanks to the board. Thank you.
Congratulations as well.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, well, it's an exciting career, so good luck to all you guys. We all know it's a challenge to get through the process, and the hard work's all worth it though. So congratulations. All right, applications for licensing by waiver of examination. I am not going to read all of these names. We have a total of 61
Wow.
by waiver of examination. Bob, did we have any added since this?
No, not on the agenda. There's always more pending. I've got another 20 something for the next agenda. So
Okay.
they come in, you know, I get 4 or 5 a day. So
Wow. Everybody wants to be licensed in Connecticut. All right. And then we have 4 corporate licenses. So applications for corporate practice of architecture. We have 4 that have been approved here. If anybody has any comments, or Bob, no additional ones on this either.
no, well, there's some for the next agenda, but no, that's it for now.
Okay.
I'd just like to say, Phil, that we can congratulate Jennifer from Vermont, because that's
yeah.
her firm there. I understand she has a large project at St. Francis Hospital, so
Nice.
that's what that's
Yeah.
for.
Comments or concerns of any person present today?
So I have a request of the board when I can.
You can now.
Okay. We got a question from our License Services Division, which I am now a part of. They are asking the board if you would have any objections, if the board would have any objections to, instead of getting hard copies of the license in the mail, if the license can be emailed instead, and the licensee can print them up from a link that we send you. They're kind of moving in that direction for all the other boards.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say, Bob, I'm 1000% behind that. I'm trying to get rid of as much paper as I can, and I'm licensed in multiple states, and I would say more than 50% of them, most of them don't give you paper copies anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
So
It
do we have to
affords-
vote on that or anything, or?
No, I mean, it's up to you. I could certainly just put, it was discussed and it was approved, the board didn't have any objection to it, or.
Well, let's see if it's approved. Let's get Angela
Right.
and Loran.
I don't want to assume.
No,
Well,
I
you guys-
agree. I agree. It's easier, it's more timely, it's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. You're only getting the small wallet card now at this point, and the little 5x7 thing. So everything's digital. Other states are doing it. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so that's a great idea, Bob.
Yeah, I'll let our director know. Thank you.
The one thing I have is on September 16th, I just got appointed to the Education Committee for NCARB, and I found out I'm in Denver that weekend. So I'd like to see if it's okay with everybody, if we could try to move the meeting till the 23rd in September. Does anybody have an issue with that?
I don't think so. I'm just pulling up my calendar.
That actually works better for me too.
Well, I have to check my calendar
Right.
after the meeting to see if I have any conflicts, but I'll let you know.
Okay, so Bob, why don't you check and see what the availability is, and then we can see if we can decide in July. We don't have to decide today, but I'm just throwing it out there.
I could also do the 9th.
I can't. I'm away.
Okay.
I'm clear the 23rd, so. If Bob is available, then that's most of us, all of
Right.
us.
Yeah.
And also.
Well, we do have
check
2 other
to
people
see-
now because, as you know,
Right.
we have a new member. So,
Right.
Bob, and you'll make sure that Julia, who we all now know is Julia Jackson, appointed to the board as the new member. You'll make sure that she's on all the lists now going forward and gets all the mailings, right? So,
Right. I have to get her appointment letter from our director and then arrange to have her sworn in at the next meeting. Meantime, I'll add her to the distribution list for the board. And as I said, I'm going to use the email address that we have on record for her, that where all her correspondence is going now, because she's licensed with us. So different from the email that was in the governor's
okay.
email. So I'm going with the one that's in our system.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So, if you wouldn't mind forwarding me that email
Sure.
so that I have it. So,
Actually, I think I did this
and-
morning. So
yeah, I'll reach out to her on that email too then. So,
yeah, I sent it to you this morning, I believe. Yep.
does anybody have anything else to add or discuss?
Well, Phil, sorry, Gina, Phil, did you want to let everybody know you did receive the letter with confirmation of chairmanship?
Oh, yeah. So along with the letter that I got copied on for Julia, I received a letter from the governor's office that I guess officially appointed me as chair.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Angela.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So,
I have a question then,
Go
since you're going digital, if it's going to be digital on the license, that they aren't going to be valid anymore, we may consider then going digital with the certificates, that we'll just send them a PDF that they could print out, because the costs are going up for us printing out the actual
Yeah.
licensing things that we send out, as well. I'll let you know once I see how many the list is, but I just wanted to make sure, because not only do we print them, but we mail them at no charge too. The only problem is going to be is that the chair and the commissioner sign them. And I don't know how we'll be able to do that. I mean, I think we should be able to do it because you can do Adobe Sign, but I'll get back to you on all that. I just want to let you know, because it would help defer some of our costs too.
sure.
Makes sense.
Look, the world's going electronic. Let's face
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
all right. If nobody has anything else,
Did we
Motion
want to, Manny, did you want to type anything in the report box or say anything?
No, I don't have any news to report this month. Thank you.
Oh, you did call in. Hi, Manny.
Hi,
Okay.
how are you?
yeah, I was going to say, I
Thank
thought he
you.
was on there. So,
And I see there's a mic
Congrats,
on the
Phil.
call. I don't know if that's Mike Ailes or.
Mike, speak so we know who you are.
I don't know.
I
Oh,
asked him to mute. Mike? He's muted still.
Okay.
Phil?
All right. If nobody has
Phil?
anything else, get
I have
Bob.
can you, would you mind if you forwarded me that PDF of your appointment letter so I can put it in
Sure.
my file?
Yeah, I'll just forward you it's an email. So I'll just forward you the
Okay.
email. So,
Okay.
seeing nothing else, get a motion to adjourn.
Motion,
make the
I
motion.
move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor. All
Hi.
right, guys. I'll see you in Texas.
In
Yeah,
Texas. Yay.
bye.
Fun.
Ciao.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You
You
too.
too.